Obviously me, yes. I've been doing music almost all my life, like from being a kid in choir and singing professionally on other people's music back at home. So music has always been thing for me. So it's not like something I started. It's just like I continued doing music in Dubai.
So, but you've had a different path to your life career before. How is that transition?
Oh, yeah, it's been cool. And it's been a very I'll call it educative process, because switching from like being in the choir and doing backgrounds on other people's music and to now like starting my own career, like releasing my own song, performing, like being a solo act has been, it's been a nice
Challenging,
shift.
nice shift.
I wouldn't really call it challenging. It's been fun. It's been eye-opening. It's been humbling, meeting different people in your field and like understanding that like it's way bigger than what you thought it was when you started. So it's just been eye-opening.
So that is what you mean by eye-opening.
Yeah.
And what have you learned so far? I mean, I want to get into the details of the journey of transitioning from what you were. I think you said you were into information technology. Yeah, right. So how do you bring information technology to being a full-fledged musician, a singer, a songwriter?
Hope my parents are proud of me.
I hope so too.
But I mean, going to school, studying information tech, software engineering, it was fun. It's still a very hands-on, creative
process
job.
Yeah.
Like a field to be in. So it was fun. I mean, I still do it when I have the time. Like I still take on projects once in a while when I'm free, but it wasn't really like a struggle, like switching from being in the office all the time to now like thinking of rehearsals and planning what I should wear for a show.
Yeah,
it was very seamless because like I've always wanted to do the music thing, and then I finally had the opportunity to do it, and I finally had the opportunity on the scale where I could take care of myself and take care of
everybody else.
Exactly. So getting to that it took a while, but
so at what point did you figure out, okay, I can do it at a scale that I want right now? Something must have hit, right? I mean, you've been doing this information technology for some time, but at a point you realize that I have to go into music fully or my talent will be wasted.
Okay, funny story. I know most people have their success story like that.
It's okay. This is what we are here for.
They're like, oh yeah, I woke up and I was like, no, I have to chase my dream.
You saw an angel.
Yeah, stuff like that. But for me, it was a little bit different because I lost my job because of long story. I don't want to go
That's
into
the
details.
epiphany.
Yeah, so I lost my job and it just happened so fast, and the same day I lost my job, I was like, obviously I'm going to be sad.
Of course. You started writing sad stories?
No, but like I didn't even have the time to be sad. That's the funny thing. So I spoke to my lead designer then, and then she told me, oh, this is what's going to happen based on like the situation surrounding what happened and then me leaving the job or the job leaving me. Yeah. So when she gave me the heads up, I'm like, okay, cool. So I was already mentally prepared to get like the message from HR. And after I got the email, like not too long, like the same day, like I wasn't even done like handing over, my stuff and all that. The same day I got a call, like I got booked for a gig that was going to be paying me.
Awesome.
That was going to be paying me the same salary I was getting in the month.
Imagine that.
Yeah, for working 3 times a week.
Wow.
So I was like, okay.
I was like working from home, yeah?
No. I was working from home. I was working remotely already.
Oh, okay.
So the same day I lost my job, I got a call saying, oh, they would like to book me for a residency at Arts Club in the IFC, and I was like, okay, what's Arts Club? And I checked. I'm like, oh yeah, they got money. I'm like, cool.
Okay, you're good. There.
And obviously, they like we had to bargain what rates, blah blah blah. And coming from the tech world and getting like good pay at the end of the month, I was like, man, I don't want to
be in tech anymore.
I don't want to lose that ground, even if like, oh yeah, I'm starting something new. I was like, let me just try my luck and see if I can bargain something reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried, and after going back and forth with them, they're like, okay, cool. So I was like, okay, yeah, thank you. And I started the job like the next day, and then I did, funny enough, I did it for just 1 week, but that's another story. But then like me getting that call like right after I lost my job was like, it was just seamless for me. I was like, okay, cool, thank God. I didn't have like time to be like, oh, I'm sad that this happened to me, and oh my God, what am I going to do?
What are you going to do?
Yeah, so I felt like it was just like perfect timing. And
perfect timing, yeah.
Like, why not? Why don't I still give it? Why don't I just give it
full time? Yeah.
You know?
Put all of everything you have.
Yeah,
right?
I still tried, but in between then, because of the pressure from home, I was still like looking for jobs, you know, I was still taking on projects like a lot. I was still trying to find myself, like hold everything. But this year I was just like, nah, I'm done. I deleted my LinkedIn, deleted everything. I'm like, I'm just going to give it my all. And like,
you could still have a LinkedIn as a creator, right?
Yeah, I think so, but I feel like in the age of social media, I don't have the time for that. Like, I'd rather be creating content and posting on Instagram than creating content and posting on LinkedIn, because I feel like LinkedIn is very corporate, you know.
Yeah, but you've had a situation whereby corporates have invited you to perform.
Yeah.
So why don't you give LinkedIn a try? The same stuff you post on Instagram, I don't think LinkedIn would say, "Hey, Ruben, this is not what we do here."
Well, I'll think about it. I still have my profile. I just deleted the app and I unsubscribed from the mailing list.
I think because a lot of creators are coming to LinkedIn now. Even me, I just registered for LinkedIn, and the impressions are really impressive.
Okay, but I just, because obviously I'm coming from like, I had my LinkedIn because I was looking for jobs, and the kind of things I see there are more like podcasts, yes, can work, and I've not really
music can work.
I haven't really seen people do music there, but
you could start it and it will blow.
We'll see.
I mean, employees would love to come to your show, your gigs. CEOs would like to invite you. I think it's pretty much try it.
Oh, no problem.
It's a good idea.
No problem.
So, how long have you been doing music?
In Dubai?
Yeah.
In Dubai, well, like 2.5 years.
2.5 years,
yeah, I'm fairly new on the scene.
Yeah.
So it's been a great 2 years. I've met.
It's been a great 2 years.
Yeah, I've
right?
met like really, really, really cool people that have inspired me, and you know, I've been able to work with really cool people too. So it's been fun.
So how would you rate your growth so far within these 2 years?
Man, it's been growing.
On what percentage would you place your growth?
I don't know, man.
What are the metrics?
Man, I'm not social media. I don't count all those things, but I know.
Okay, count your blessings.
I can't count them all. Okay. Even if I use my hands and legs.
If you can't count them all, then that means that's phenomenal.
Yeah, so it's been good. Like I said, it's been really good. Like starting like going to open mics, you know, from going to open mics to actually getting booked and getting paid for doing something I love, and finding like really cool people too has been amazing. Putting together a band in the span of the 2.5 years, and still working with them and like doing great things with them, and still working on my solo career at the same time. It's been a blessing. That's
good. That's good. So you mentioned something like even if they were not happy at home, what do you mean they were not happy? They don't like music? They wanted you to take a different path? They wanted you to have a salaried job? Or I think a lot of people go through this sort of pressure starting their career.
Yeah, I mean, I understand where my parents are coming from, because growing up in Nigeria, like it was go to school, read your book, get a job,
get a family.
Yeah, get married, have kids, train them in the way they should go.
They should grow, yes.
that is like the structure back home. So so my parents want the same thing for me. They made sure they put me in the best schools, you know, they put their blood and sweat on the line, and I'm grateful for that too. And so I feel like parents just worry when their kids are starting.
Because there is no certainty.
Yeah, so even if I was going to start a business and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to start selling clothes, they're still going to feel the same way.
Right.
Because they're like, oh, you're starting, there's a lot of competition. Like,
there's a lot of competition.
How are you going to stand out? How are you going to make it? So I feel like they want us to be like safe and have that financial safety in a job. Like you actually saying, okay, cool, this is what I want to do, and hustle it out, even if it's not going to be like good in the end, but just believing, like, you know. And there's like plan A, plan B, you know, that kind of thing. But when it comes to your dreams, there's no plan A or plan B. It's plan A, and plan A, it has to work. So
So you worked how many years as an employee?
I think 1 year and 8 months.
Did you have financial security?
I mean, I was making enough to just leave, so it wasn't like I could do really nice things for myself.
What nice things are relative? What would be nice things for you?
Like, you know, getting myself something nice, like getting clothes, getting shoes, you know, say, oh, I want to go out and eat somewhere or just chill. You know, it was more like I go to work, I get paid, and I'm like, okay, rent, bills, transportation, food, we go get it again, you know.
It was a loop.
Yeah, that was the cycle, you know, like chilled at home most of the time, you know. I'm a homebody, by the way, but like I was just always at home. I went out when I could, you know, but it wasn't like I was doing anything crazy.
Right.
Like
now you are doing something crazy.
I didn't say that.
That's my assumption.
No.
Okay.
I didn't say that. I don't do crazy things.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm always at home.
Okay.
But yes. But now, like, I can do nice things for myself. I can still do nice things for like my parents. You know, even if they don't ask, you know, I'm just like, oh, hi, you know, and they're like, oh, and now when they see me do those things, they're like, okay,
cool. The music is paying off.
Yeah, like something is working.
Something is working.
Let's stop telling him to get a real job. And you know, I know they believe in me, but it's just
they want the best for you. What they think is the best for you.
What they think is the best.
Yeah.
And I came to understand that too at an early age, so I didn't really let that disturb me, because I'm like, I'm the one here. I'm here in the streets. I'm the one hustling. I'm the one going for interviews. I'm the one submitting my CV, you know, all those kind of things. And I'm the one going out in the night to perform. Like, I kind of understand how my system works. And and I know, like, I don't have, like, failure is not an option, you know, like, not like, we know you fail, but like, you must get up and continue pushing, you know, that kind of thing. So
right. So what advice would you have for somebody who is currently in your shoes? I mean, having pressure from parents, being in something that they feel it's okay, but not great for them.
First things first, I would say honor your parents. No, for real, man. Like, sometimes, like, rebellion is not like the way, you know. And yes, sometimes our parents don't really understand, like,
the world out there.
Yeah, and not really the world out there, but like this thing called passion. Like, when you're passionate about something.
When it's burning, right?
Yeah, when you're passionate about something, you don't want to listen to anyone. You just want to go get it. And sometimes they don't get it because they're not the ones feeling it.
Right.
They're feeling every other thing around you. They're feeling the world. They're feeling the pressure. They go out every day, they work, so they understand how that system works.
Right.
They don't understand the whole, oh yeah, you have a dream and you want to chase it. And God bless you. Let me pay your school fees. I've paid your school fees. You've gone to school. You know, all those kind of things. A lot of money into making us who we are today. And I don't neglect that. I always tell my parents I appreciate them for doing that. But like, I'm doing music now, so I hope you're good.
Yeah, I hope everybody's good. In the end, everybody's satisfied.
Yes, but in the end, like, I would say, let them know what you really want. Like, tell them this is what you want, and show them that you're willing to put in the work. You know, because sometimes it's just all talk. This is what I want to do, and everyone is just sitting down. But like, if
execution, right?
Yeah, if they see you're serious with it and they see you putting in the work, they'll chill. They'll chill out a bit. Like they wouldn't give you that much pressure, you know. And then if you really know your parents, if you know how your parents work, it's going to be so easy for you to move
To
around
maneuver,
them. Yeah. So I wouldn't advise like, you know, being all rebellious and like going head on with them. Just try your best to make them understand. Even if they're like, no, that's not what you should do. I'm not saying don't chase your dreams. Still chase your dreams, but like show walking. That's just show walking. Like everybody wants to see results. You can't say, okay, I want to do music. You keep telling your parents, but they've not seen like
they've not seen something coming out of the music.
You've not shown them, oh, I recorded this song today. I wrote the song today. What do you think? You know, even if they won't say anything. They are watching. Even if they wouldn't, you send them a video of you performing and they just read it and they don't send. They are watching. They're somewhere out there bragging to their friends, you know. They won't tell you. But
right.
Just show results, man, no matter what. If you tell them, oh, this is what I want to do, and even if they don't see you eye to eye on it, just keep doing what you're doing. Again, honor your parent. Do what they need you to do, like in the sense of like, okay, if they say go to school.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Like right now, no one is really like killing people for whatever degree. If you want to get a degree in light, go and get your degree. Like as far as you go to school, you know. So like, just honor your parents and chase your dreams, man. You can do both of them side by side. It's different when you come from like a toxic household. That's different. Yeah. If you need to run away and go find safety somewhere else. But if it's just the regular pressure they're putting on you, just find your way around them.
Right. So this span of 2 years, how were you able to put in a team, and how were you able to put up all of this? And you're putting out your album very soon, right?
Album is a big word. I'm dropping some songs.
Okay. EP or how do we call it?
We might see an EP, but
okay.
Baby steps.
I mean, people in the music industry don't understand anything between EP and album, honestly.
I mean,
so if you put 5 songs in a row on Spotify, I would say that's an album for me. So, well, what is an EP? What is an album? So maybe you might want to educate us.
I feel like I don't know like the deep intricate part of it, but I know an EP is like, if I'm using the number of songs in like, let's say it's a folder, let's call it a folder. So if you're putting 5 songs in a folder, 5 to 7 songs, and we're releasing them together as a project, then that can be called an EP.
Okay, so
you know, probably a lot of musicians do EP to like introduce themselves to the world.
Okay,
like,
so introduce.
This is my sound. This is what you should expect from me when I release an album.
Yeah.
So an album is more like a full body of work. So you're going to see some songs from your EP, and then we're going to see like new songs. We're going to see some singles. We're going to see some collaborations. You know?
Okay.
But it just depends on how you handle it. So it's a full body of work, which is still you as an artist, and you can always link it to your album. Or you can just drop an EP, introduce them to your sound, and then work on like an album separate from the EP too.
Separate from the EP.
Because each body of work you drop shows your fans and people watching your growth level, like what your sound has changed to, you know, as they listen to you and as they see you and they watch you grow as an artist.
So I've watched you play several times, and it seems like you can do hip hop, you can do Afrobeat, you can sing contemporary music. Who knows? Maybe you can do opera as well. I don't know. So where do you stand? And I know like a lot of people can sing, can rap, can do this and that, but then your music totally deviates from what everybody is known as Afrobeat. So why are you not doing Afrobeat?
Let me explain. So
okay,
I'm Nigerian, right?
Yes.
I'm blessed God, Afrobeat is taking over the world.
Okay, great, awesome.
Thank God. So I've been having this talk a lot, like even when I meet people and they're like, oh, you're a musician, oh, do you do Afrobeats? And I'm like, well, if you listen to my song on Spotify, it's a little bit different. So I have a gift.
Yes, right.
From God.
Yes.
Thank you. I like this. I like what this is good.
Okay, great.
So I can't really control it in the sense that
you don't want to appeal just to the market.
Yes, not that alone, but like I have to take it as it comes, you know? If I feel something as an artist, I have to express myself. So whatever I feel, I express it in writing, I express it in music.
Okay.
So when I started my career, I love Afrobeat. I grew up on Afrobeat.
Right.
But like, I just never got
the talent.
No, what? I'm a talented man. What are you saying?
I know.
I just never got the feeling like to express myself that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I never wanted to force it.
Okay.
I never wanted to force it. Do I sing like Afrobeat songs when I hear them? I enjoy myself. I sing it in the bathroom. But like, I want to feel it and then do it. And then so it can come off as being natural. I don't just want to be like, okay, today I want to write an Afrobeat song, and then I'll lock myself up and be like, I'll be like, okay, today we are doing Afrobeat, man. Nothing else but Afrobeat. Yeah. So, but it took me a while to come into that space because there was pressure, and then I started asking myself, I'm like, are they right? But like most of the things I hear when I play my guitar or when I try to sing or the melodies I come up with, they're like more R&B, more soul. I'm like, yeah, like this is my gift. This is what I get when I close my eyes or when I think or when I have like an idea, like this is what comes to me. So I'm not going to just trash it out because I have the pressure of doing...
To go commercial.
Yeah, not really commercial. It's just because I'm African, you just expect you and you're like, oh, I sing. And they're like, oh, where are you from? Nigeria. So the video, stuff like that. But that's how like I'm... You get what I'm saying? So so I struggled a bit with the whole mental stuff, like, oh, you don't do Afrobeats. And at some point I'm like, listen, don't force it. When it comes, come. And recently, for like the past year, I've been having those ideas. Like now it just flows. Like I'm not even stressing. I'm not struggling to reach it or touch it, So it's just coming. Like,
so what you're saying is more Afrobeat is coming.
We'll see.
What do you mean we will see? More Afrobeat is coming, right? Because I think last time I watched you live, there was some Afrobeat, which was cool.
Yeah.
Great. So you're saying the people should expect more Afrobeat?
Yeah, there would be Afrobeats. Again, I'm Nigerian. I can't run away from home.
You can't run away from home.
Exactly. So yes, it's coming, but like in my own way. I'm not, it's same Afrobeats, but I'm just going to express it the way I feel. I'm not going to try to do it some certain kind of way, or like you said, commercial or standard, whatever.
Just however you feel.
Yeah. So
however it comes out of you.
Yeah. So when you hear me sing the Afrobeat, you know that okay, this is
Ruben's Afrobeat.
No, not Ruben's Afrobeat. No. No, you just know it's me, and you can feel me. Like this is him. It's not like just another Afrobeat song you get. Right. So like, yeah. So I'm grateful. I'm getting to touch that part of my music now. So. Yeah, it took me a while, but I'm glad I got there.
Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, with a span of 2 years. Let's talk about music in the UAE.
Okay.
Before you started, how did you probably had some doubt with music in the UAE, or because, I mean, you were like the only African person who was doing something like this in the UAE that I know. And you are not doing the African type. And most people that do music here, they are from other places. Are there people like you that are doing music here? And how is the space?
There are people like me here that are doing music here and like are doing like, for example, Afrobeats. Yes, there are a lot of like musicians here doing like, being on their grind, recording, releasing music. But
going to shows like you?
I don't know about that.
If you know a musician doing something like that, recording, then you should know something like that, going to shows.
Okay, because it's just that musicians here do more of like recording and releasing music.
Okay.
Whereas for me and my friends and my band and the people I work with,
you love the performance.
We like performing.
Oh, okay.
So on our end, we haven't released anything.
Yeah.
And there's so much pressure, like, when are you guys releasing the song? But we will. We're working on it. It's not easy, and it's also very expensive.
I can
putting things
that.
together. Maybe we should chill.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
So yeah, I mean, we are grateful to have like people that we work with and we collaborate with, and like people that are willing to like work and like that believe in you and believe in your vision, and like they're here to like be part of the journey. But like getting other things ready is expensive, like from paying your bills and from the same music and taking the same money you're making from music to put inside more music.
Yeah.
It's hectic, but we got this.
Yeah,
Just-
but I
just
think
delays.
2 years it's it's good. You are planning this ahead. I mean, it takes some people 5 years, 7 years, and a lot of years. So I think you have everything set up. So the business part of music, how do you think it is in Dubai?
Oh, okay.
The
But yeah,
environment.
I forgot. You said something, but like I think I skipped the other question where you talked about the scene here.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
scene
like
here.
how did I? Yeah, I did not really know what the scene was like.
You didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect.
So you didn't do research.
I mean, like, okay, again, I was used to performing in church, like, so I was used to the performance side, like, to always be there on stage and sing, down to the I want to release music and I want to write, blah blah blah.
Right.
So that was what I was used to. So when I came here, I was straight up looking for open mic. You know, so that was where my head was at.
Okay.
And while I was schooling, I tried one of the days I took like the train to Pizza Express Business Bay because that was, excuse me, because that was the only place I knew. Then after I checked everywhere and I saw, I'm like, oh, people go there to sing. So I went there, I think February 2020 was the first time I went there. And I performed and I got like really good feedback, and then I met other musicians, and that was how I started to know
more and
and you know, hanging out with them, going for other open mics, going for shows, going to watch other people perform, that kind of thing. So it really helped. But I think the first place I performed in was Blank Space. I was still in uni, and a couple of my friends were like, "Oh, there's this thing happening, let's go." And I was like, yeah, okay. And they're like, no, bring your guitar. You're going to sing. It's an open mic. I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. But I went. You
never know if you don't try. Yeah.
I was very shy. I was on stage sitting with my guitar, just saying a bunch of gibberish. They're like, sing. I'm like, hi, my name is Ruben. They're like, sing. I'm like, okay,
Hurry up.
I'm going to sing. Damn, guys. And I sang, and it was really cool. It was cool,
feedback is good. Yeah,
it just felt nice being able to just do it, and I haven't done it in a long time. All I was doing then was just posting covers on Instagram. So most people already knew me on Instagram. Oh, this guy that sings on Instagram, like in uni.
Yeah.
So I was the singing guy from Instagram, and so my friends were, okay, since you sing, there's this stuff, and yeah, and I went for the Blank Space stuff, and it was really nice. There were people doing poetry.
Oh, cool.
And other musicians too, and other singers. So it was like a really nice experience. And yeah, I did that first before I did Pizza Express. And then things just opened up and I started meeting people. And yeah.
So let's see it work. So the business side of the music scene in Dubai, what do you think? How I know it's still very young comparing to other places. And do you think corporate should be more involved, or the business side will grow to be something standardized?
I hope and I pray that it gets as big as it is other parts of the world. But I know they are working on it. I know they're putting things in place and structures in place to make things work and make other musicians like benefit from performing like original music and doing their own shows and all. So I know there are people working on it. So I'm just here to see and enjoy the ride and be among the, what do you call them?
The pioneers.
Yes, not really pioneers per se, but like the people that want to, change the scene and help, help it grow. So yeah, it's to be an honor.
So are there record labels from Dubai?
Are they?
Are there record labels in Dubai?
Yeah, they are. There are record labels here.
So do you know some people who are popular in Dubai who grew to be so big in music, but they're out of Dubai?
Like I said, I'm new here. So.
You're not new here.
I mean, I only know people that are big in the region.
In the region,
yeah.
Oh,
so
okay, in the region.
Yeah, so I don't really know anyone that grew up from Dubai outside, and I don't know. It's not like there are none. I just don't know.
You don't just know
I
yet.
don't just know them yet. But there are record labels here, and a couple of people here to assign, and yeah, they're putting in the work. They're recording and releasing music videos, releasing songs. Yeah.
And you think the market is okay?
The market is growing. Dubai is
Dubai is growing.
Yeah, Dubai is a growing market. Dubai is like that one kid that just came out of nowhere and is just taking over. Exactly.
Yeah.
Every like from real estate to
technology, finance. Yeah,
exactly. So it's blowing up. It's blowing up, and I'm sure the music too will catch up. It's just
the funny thing is, I kind of figured out that music is at the intersection of technology and culture. So if you're growing in terms of technology and with big money, your culture tend to have diversity where music comes to, because if you look at other places, you have finance, you have record labels, you have technology which makes music better.
Yeah.
Then you have culture which gives people more avenues to enjoy themselves, grow, perform. So you have more products and all of the things. Right.
But I feel like another thing you should know is, or like look into or not forget, is Dubai on its own is like Dubai. Like you can't say Dubai without saying diversity.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
because
there's a lot of different cultures, nationalities here. So I think for the music part, it's a little bit difficult to focus on one. Unlike Nigeria or Africa, there's Afrobeats. Like,
correct.
We know that's where it's coming from. America, they have hip hop, they have R&B. Like, we know, like
that's where it comes.
But here, there's.
So you don't know what will come out of Dubai in the future.
Exactly.
You're right.
So there's a lot.
That's a really good aspect. You know?
So there's a lot. There are Filipinos, Indian, the Arab people too, like from different Arab nations. There are French people, there are Africans, there are Americans.
So you don't know what will stand out. So.
So everybody is just here showing up for their culture and doing their own thing in an Arab region.
Yeah.
So it's not so crazy when people don't see or get the support that they think they deserve. But it's just
that this is not the kind of music they are used to, right?
Yeah. So it's just, like I said, it's growing. And since like I've been on the scene, or I've been singing, performing for like the last 2 years, I've seen it change a lot. Like even like performing wise, and the kind of music they used to lean into when they're like, oh, they're looking for a performer. I've seen it change from always, because there was like a standard, like you need to do this kind of music or else you won't get booked, But now it's getting more open, venues are like, oh no, okay, I really want this person because I like how the person performs, and stuff. But like there's still little,
It's okay, it takes time.
Yeah.
So you're saying that if you want to sing, if you want to succeed here, you putting effort into appealing to a wider audience? I mean, at some point, there is something an African, a Filipino, an Arab, an Indian will like.
Yeah.
Facts,
yeah. So what I was trying to say in that sense of saying there's a diverse culture here. Okay, when it comes to like your art or your music or whatever, just be true to yourself and represent your culture, to like hold your flag high, and in the end, they're going to like you for who you are. Yeah. And
when they like you for who you are, I think that is where you really last longer.
Yeah, because like it's not like you can even say, oh yeah, I'm trying to appeal to the Arab culture with my music, so I start adding Arab element as a Nigerian. Like it's conflicting.
But it could happen. Yeah. I mean, it could be a really good thing. I mean, now Nigerians are picking up Amapiano.
Yeah, but that's different. Nigerians didn't just barge into the door. They were like collaborations with other like.
So would you like to collaborate with an Arab in the future? I think that would be good.
I'm open to collaborations. Like as far as the person is a nice person and we're good and the energy is fine, we'll collaborate, of course. But I'm just saying I can't just do that.
Yes.
And put that element in my music just because I'm like, oh, I'm in Dubai and I'm trying to appeal to like the Arab crowd, and then I start doing stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think another thing is people will not even rate you because it looks like it's not natural.
Yes.
Right.
Another reason why I didn't just jump off the boat and start doing Afrobeats.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because people can sense when something is not natural. Like no matter how hard you try, when something doesn't just flow out, people can sense it. Even if they won't say it or they will pay attention to it, they can just feel it. Just how we are.
There's
That's
that
how
feeling,
humans are. We can just feel things. Even if we can't explain what it is, like there's just something about this guy that doesn't sit right to me.
Seems right. He's faking something.
Yeah, even if they don't say you're faking, they just be like, it doesn't.
I'll pass by.
Something is fishy, yeah.
Something is fishy here.
It doesn't just sit well with you. I'm like, okay, cool. So you just take your time, be true to yourself, be on your grind, just keep working. That's it. And you can only I always say this, you can only ignore greatness for so long.
It will find you, right?
It's once it's out, man. Even if you're covering your eye, it will be there. Like you can't cover your eye first. You have to open your eyes to see what's happening. And when you open your eyes, boom, greatness. You'll see it.
So how were you able to put your band together? It looks like you have a leadership talent in you, or is there something like that?
Me? What?
It looks like you. I saw how you organized the Tasty Biscuit Live. I didn't get biscuit though.
it was there, but it came in late. There was no time to rally the biscuit around and share. But
great.
Did you get merch?
No, I didn't get merch because I wasn't with cash. So
don't worry, you transfer. We have the same bank. You transfer. I'll give as we go back. I'll give you your size.
Cool, that would be cool. So were you able? How it looks like you have leadership skills, and how were you able to put the band together? How you met your teammates from the same school, or you happened to play at a place and then you met and hey, let's just start recording songs together.
Leadership skills, I don't know. I'm just vibing, man.
Like you said, greatness will find you.
Yes, and they're all great people and they found me.
That's
Let me start from the closest person, the first person I met. I met Caleb in school because we did the same program, information technology. That's our drama. So I met him in school. We auditioned to join the school music group, Middlesex University. That's where I graduated from. And yeah, and then after school, after staying in the dorms, we moved in together. We got a house together.
Yeah.
And then I saw Dana on Instagram.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was during the lockdown. So
everybody was on internet.
Everybody was online, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like posting videos. I used to go live all the time. And, you know, Instagram changed the algorithm, blah, blah, blah. And before you know it, I stumbled on a page and I'm like, oh shit, you can sing. So I followed her on Instagram and we started talking. And then we jumped on a call and we wrote a song, just vibing, you know.
Yeah, cool.
And when the lockdown was lifted, then we started meeting up and like jamming in real life and, you know, started performing. And I think we started like a kind of like a trio kind of stuff. So it was me playing the guitar, she singing, Caleb was on the piano, playing drums on the piano.
Yeah.
So we used to just jam a lot. Like used to be every Friday. So every Friday she would come around to my place with her friends. And then we'll just sing, make videos together, post online or go live together. We're just constantly doing because I had a job, Caleb had a job. So Friday was our free day. So we'll just meet and just like go hard on music, like record. Oh, have you heard this song? Oh, let's try this song. And we just kept singing, knowing that, oh yes, we want to do this on a larger scale, want to perform and all that. So we finally got like a really nice gig. It was a Dubai Shopping Festival. For Christmas. It was in Botch Park. So they had like a whole last stage. Like they've already done like budget and everything, but because of COVID, the people couldn't come. So they had to find people to fill up, like, you know. And then a colleague of ours, Heidi, shout out, sir. It was like, oh, on Instagram, like, are you free on so day? Like, can you come play a gig, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yes, say less. I'm there. Like, I'm itching to perform. So I'm like, don't worry, I'm there. And I rehearsed with one of my friend, Mo. I haven't seen him in ages. Amazing guitarist. But we rehearsed together and then we went to perform I performed like a night and then Dana had her own night where she played. And yeah, it was fun. It was an amazing experience for us. We just had our friends come support us and a couple of kids and family we didn't know because it was like like a festival kind of vibe. So there are food
family
trucks,
fun stuff. Yeah.
So it was just, nice playing. That was like my biggest stage. I was like, oh
Wow.
damn, cause lights, everything. My name was on like a screen.
Nice.
So I was like, damn, man. Like I was so happy. I couldn't wait to show my parents, but I still had the job then. I was still working and that happened.
I think at that moment you realized that I'm going in big.
Not really, cause like I always think like this, cause like, Solomon in the Bible, right?
No.
Oh damn. Well,
yes, I do.
King Solomon.
I'm joking.
Okay. Well, King Solomon had it all, like in the sense that he was really close to God's heart. Like he had the wives, he had the wealth, he had the wisdom. You get, so I always felt like I can do everything, not like crazily, but I just felt like I could double like my job and doing music, like that kind of thing. Cool. I was like, yeah, I can do it. I can balance it. It's easy. No, it's not. But I was like, I can do it either way. So
it's not easy, but there are some things you have to take away just to
so in my mind, I was like, yeah, I could balance this out. Me doing music full time wasn't like a choice that I was like, oh, again, like I'm going to sit down and leave my job and do music. But no. Right. But the way it happened was like, it was just like an ease into going into the whole music fully. Right. And
there was no pressure with
that. And I don't regret it. Even if it looked like my world was falling apart after I lost my job. Because imagine just getting the email and you're knowing like, oh yeah, so how am I going to pay my next month's rent? Because I lived in Marina then and you have to pay monthly, like the house we're staying in.
Yeah.
So like, how am I going to come up with that? Like, from where? Like, what am I going to tell my housemate? I'm like, so about next month's rent, man. Just God. I don't know. So it was smooth. The transition was smooth, even if it was like very hectic. I didn't just feel so pressured. Somehow I was just calm in the midst of the storm
and everything. Yeah.
And I just powered through, and it's been cool so far, man. I'm grateful.
Yeah, so
I'm still telling the story of the band. Okay, we just go sideline. I'm coming back.
Okay.
So I moved from another apartment to a different apartment. So in Marina, there's the one that's inside, close to the harbor. I was staying close to that area, Princess Tower.
Mandarin Princess,
yes. So, and then I moved to a different place, La Riviera, close to DMCC Metro. So that's like in front of JBR. And I went out with my friends, and then I was at the club. And then I met a girl in the club, and where she was talking, and like we're trying to get to know each other. And then one thing led to another, and I was like, man, I'm looking for a pianist, man. And I just asked, and she was drunk. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm looking for a pianist.
Imagine that.
Yeah, I'm not, and I was like,
serendipity,
I'm like, I'm looking for a pianist, man. Like, that's what's on my mind right now. I think she was like, what's on your mind or some shit?
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm looking for a pianist, man. I'm looking for a pianist. She was like, oh wait, I know this guy. I met him a few months ago, like, take his Instagram.
Wow.
So shout out to JJ for linking me up with Milton, the keys player. And then she gave me his Instagram. I followed him. His IG was private, so I had to wait for him to accept me.
Yeah, people put IG on private, yeah.
So he approved, whatever, and I went through his page. I'm like, oh shit, this guy, he had like the same like church background that I had. I'm like, oh man, we're going to vibe. Like,
yeah.
So like after he approved me, I messaged him ASAP. I'm like, yo, where do you stay, man? We need to jam, we need to link. And then the good thing was the next day was his off day from work. So I'm like, and he lived just in JBR, and I was like in front, like same
cool.
area. Yeah. So I was like, yo man, this is where I live. He was like, oh shit, you're not far from me. I'm like, come through with your piano, man. And he came through, started jamming at home. So it was, then Caleb got like a little electric drum. So we had like an electric drum. Dana would sing, I would sing. Now we have a pianist. That was amazing. And then we also met the lead guitarist. He's not with us anymore, but Nick. We started playing with him too. We had like a gig in Abu Dhabi, and they needed like an extra guitarist. So we like literally put out an ad that, oh, we're looking for a guitarist, blah, blah, blah. And we haven't even become a band yet. Someone just wanted to book us, like I, Dana, Caleb, to go do a gig in Abu Dhabi. And then they just needed an extra guitarist. So Dana introduced us to Nick, and we journeyed into the beyond. And we went to play the gig, which was funny because it was a photo shoot and we thought we were actually going to play music. We rehearsed everything and we go there and like the whole stage setup is like a dummy set. Like you can't plug anything and they put like a speaker and we started playing Bruno Mars. They're like, oh yeah, just mime and vibe and be happy. We'll be taking some shots and we'll be making videos. And we're like, what? After we rehearsed, like we came to play a show, like it was a little bit hectic, but baby steps. Sorry. But yeah, we did that and then we met Mr. Opokusana. He doesn't play for us anymore, but he used to be our bassist. So we met. So these are the original biscuits. That's what I'm calling
original biscuits.
Yeah. So it was 6 of us and yeah, we went to we did an open mic and Mr. Sana was somewhere at the back with his bass and he's like, we played like one song and then they called us back to play again and it was like, oh, can I play with you guys? What songs? And then Milton, the pianist, like explained to him and he just played it and then like, oh, I really like your vibe. I like how you guys play. Can I play with you guys sometime? And yeah, we just started the whole band stuff and it's been fun. Created an Instagram page, started taking it as a business and started getting booked and yeah. It's been amazing.
It's been a great transition. I think it's been good. For creators like this, I think sometimes it's hard, but I think things are really put in place for you guys. So for Tasty Biscuit or Tasting? Okay, Tasty.
The Tasty Biscuits.
The Tasty Biscuit. who came up with this name?
Nick, the electric guitarist.
The Tasty Biscuits. Yeah, cool.
It was very funny. He just said it and we were about going on stage and the person was like, oh, you guys. We're like, yeah, we're doing it, the Tasty Biscuits. And she laughed and she was like, okay.
Yeah, really cool.
And she introduced us to everyone as the Tasty Biscuits. That was a Pizza Express in the downtown. Shanice, shout out to Shanice. And then she said it and everyone was like, what? Tasty Biscuits? And it was funny and she was like, oh yeah, because you're like tasty people, beautiful people, with amazing talent. So that just became
the hype,
yeah, that just became the brand, like, tasty people doing tasty music, beautiful people. And we've been running with it. It's a cute name.
That's good. So where is this going for the next year to 5 years? What is the plan for Tasty Biscuits and Ruben and Dana and everybody?
Oh, for me, the plan is to keep doing what I'm doing, but on a much larger scale, which is doing music, be happy, doing music with people I love, and be happy. And obviously making something out of it for myself, money-wise, and making a name and letting my music spread.
We're expecting an album soon or what?
There'll be an album, there'll be an EP, there'll be a couple of singles. It's coming.
And videos?
And music videos. Yeah, we've been working. I've been working. Shout out to my management, Christina. I also didn't say that. Yeah, but I didn't talk about her. But I'll get to that too.
Okay.
But yes, so we've been working, getting things solidified on the legal side and the business side of music before actually releasing anything. Because a lot of the world is changing now for musicians, Before it was you're talented, you get signed.
Right.
And now people are out there actually like grinding and like doing this independently, like really sticking it out, hustling.
Yeah.
Doing everything themselves.
Solopreneurs.
Yeah, like taking it back to the days where people used to record and send out tracks. But now it's links. It's a link we're sending out like, oh, listen to my music.
Listen to my music, yeah.
Exactly. So like seeing that people are being able to do that, it's also so inspiring, and understanding that, oh, you can also do that to yourself to a certain level too is also like crazy, I'm not saying like no to the labels or anything like that, but I'm just saying before any of that happens, like you can actually do something like really crazy for yourself instead of waiting to get signed.
Yeah, it adds value to you too.
Yeah, so like, because by then you've made a name for yourself, you've had like an amazing fan base, so like you don't have to
rely on
or
your record label.
You've done the branding already.
Yeah, branding
so like,
already.
There won't be any, you have to start doing this or you have to start doing this to sell or whatever. People love you for who you are already. So seeing people being able to do that in this modern day world also, inspired us and inspired me too. So for me and my music, all I've been doing for the past, year is writing, recording, and solidifying the business part for myself.
You probably have a lot of manuscript for music.
Inshallah. No. So I mean, by the business, I mean like making sure like I'm signed up to like PRS, all them performing arts rights, collecting stuff, making sure my royalties and everything, like my name is being able to reflect back, like you can trade the music back to me as a person, as me too as a business. So I'm fixing all that stuff, or I have been fixing all that stuff the past, because I didn't really know about them. I just want to, as a creative, like our first thought is to create.
Right.
So like I've been focused so much on the creating and I want to perform. I didn't look into all those things, but like because of the internet and everybody speaking up now, you start asking questions. Oh, what are royalties? Oh, what's performing rights? Oh, you know, what split shits? You know, all those kind of things. So now doing all those things, I've done all those and I've registered on all of them. Like, so I know I'm good on that end. So it's just the music I'm getting ready now. Some are in the mixing stage, some are in the recording stage, some are in the writing stage. But there'll be a lot of music from next year. While for the band, we are trying to take the tasting session bigger, you know. Keep writing new songs, performing to the people, and it's the whole idea was to build a community and convert
community is very important.
Yeah, so the whole idea was to convert the community of people we have online to actual fans and actual listeners, like, you know, instead of playing at waiting for shows or like waiting for events to happen.
Right, you can organize your own events.
People come see us. Yeah, so we're like, why don't we just actually, it's just music for like 2 hours. Just
that's
tell
really
everybody
cool.
Come around, chill, and, you know, make it very intimate, you know, like you came for the show, you saw the setup, you saw how people were close to the stage, the little mats on the floor for them.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, so like really the whole idea was just to create that intimate space where we could share our music with our fans and also new fans too. Like, cause some people brought their friends. God bless them.
I brought my friend too, so
God bless you.
Thank you.
So like the whole idea of the tasting, we started online. We started doing like recording videos online and posting tasting sessions. Shout out to Melody House for helping us and
you have YouTube channel?
Yeah, the band has a YouTube channel. Yeah, cool. So we started with that, but like the goal has always been to perform, like perform our songs live and collaborate with other musicians here in the region. So the next one is going to be a little bit different from the one you just saw, but
not intimate anymore.
It's still going to be intimate. Okay. It's just more music, and you know.
When is the next one?
We would find out soon. Follow our socials.
Okay. and you know, when you talk about converting the fans you have to online to the real world, there was this woman who sat close to us when we were at your show. She said she was looking for something. She's a tourist, and she said she was looking for something that is not that is a bit more natural, that feels different, you know, than bar and and luckily she discovered that you were having a show at Nasekal Avenue, and they really loved it, so it was cool. So I think as time goes on, a lot of people, even tourists, would want to come to shows like this. So I think it's something to keep up. It's really good. Yeah.
Thank God. It was very hectic putting it together with like team of people, but it was a blessing to like finding people that were always like ready to work with us and like put it together too. So God bless.
Well, the first part becomes the hardest at some point, and it becomes an automated process, right?
Yeah. Hopefully we'll get to the automated process so I can focus on just the music. Because we're running around, making sure we had the permits, checking the venue, making sure we had everything this and that, making the merch, and we're still doing the music. So it would be nice to have people to do all the other things, and then we just make sure the show is just, you know. So yeah.
You were talking about you wanted to talk about your management. Manager.
Oh yeah. So I'm also grateful to have met my manager. I met her on TikTok.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, she saw my video on TikTok, and we started talking, moved to Instagram, and then moved to WhatsApp, and she came for like, when I was going for open mics, she always used to come watch and like talk and blah, blah, blah. And then she just said, oh, can I manage you? Like, if you don't like it, just tell me to fuck up, you know, like, well, just let me try it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me try. Like, I would really love to. And it's been almost 2 years with her, and it's been good. Like,
no, that's good.
Yeah, there's been also growth too on her end too.
That's important.
So it's been a fun ride. So I'm grateful for all the people I've met alongside my career and people I work with and the people that some I look up to, some I respect, you know.
Some look up to you too. It happens like that.
I am tall, so yeah, I think everybody I'm a 6'5" man. Everybody looks up to me. Physically, that's what I mean.
I think you could also go for stand-up comedian, actually.
No.
Why not?
No, I can't. I know writing funny things are different from just cracking random jokes when you're talking with someone. Writing the material of a joke that would be funny to make people laugh. Now, that's a lot of creative work.
So let's talk about your creative process. What inspires you?
For me, when it comes to creating, it has always been the music. Sometimes I don't even know how I feel. But I just pick up my guitar and I just play something. And
do you sing in the shower?
Everybody does.
No, not everybody. I don't.
Trust me, you do.
I don't.
Even if it doesn't come out of your mouth, it's just
probably
it's
in
my mind,
yeah. But what I'm saying, sing in the shower, actually is the sing out loud in the shower. Let me put it out.
Yeah, sometimes, man.
That's where you get inspiration.
Not in the showers, no. Sometimes when I sleep. Sometimes when I'm doing a number 2.
Okay, interesting.
Sometimes when I'm doing the dishes, sometimes when I'm drying clothes outside in the laundry, sometimes when I'm cooking, it just comes, and at that point I just stop, drop everything I'm doing, and I just go pick up my guitar. Or I'm in my phone and I just mumble it into like my voice recorder, and I know that I can go back when I'm ready.
Yeah, that's the thing with ideas, when they hit.
Yeah, and I've lost so many great ones because I didn't record.
You didn't record it, yeah. I do that too.
I didn't write it.
Once an idea hits, okay, this is what I'm doing, immediately, yeah.
So I have lost some really good ones too, but shout out to making more.
Yeah, it's okay.
So it's always with the music first. So either I lay down the chords or I lay down the guitar melody, and then I build, let's say I don't even know how I feel, but like when I play the guitar or I come up with like a chord progression.
Yeah.
I like try my best to understand what it's making me feel like. Okay, is it making me feel happy? Is it making me reminisce?
When you feel sad, you write sad song?
If do I get, because they are like notes that if you hear them, they can make you happy. There are notes that if you hear them, they can make you sad. It's just the whole spiritual thing with music, you know?
Right.
So I just let it tell me what to feel. And then I come up with melodies to back up the chords. And sometimes I don't even know what I'm writing about, you know.